Hi guys. Today
Was she outside yesterday? Yeah. She's living on this land, isn't it?
I'm going to be doing a video
No. She can move it and everything. Yeah, I know.
on what my kids are getting for their Halloween buckets, baskets, whatever you want to call it. I did this video today, but earlier today, and it's around, I don't even know what time it is. Hey Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 3:29 p.m.
Okay, so it's 3:29 p.m.
It's in there. What's
It's 3:29 p.m. So, I think I did this like around, I did this earlier this morning. Anyway, let's get started on what my kids are getting in their Halloween buckets / baskets. You guys can see real good, probably not, I don't know. But yeah. Big book of search and find. Each of my kids love search and find, and my two younger ones have little like pads where there's the picture and the words. I thought that this would be really cool. Each of my kids are going to be getting some type of search and find book. So this one is for my 7-year-old boy, and he is really into search and find, like all my kids are, especially my older ones too. So you get the list of words, and then you get the scene, and then each page has a little thingy for you too. So that's really cool. So that is my 7-year-olds. Also, my kids are really into workbooks, fun books, stuff like that. And I wanted to replenish their stockpile for my younger kids. So I picked up the Neverboard book. They love cutting and pasting and stuff like that. I don't know what their obsession is, but they love it. So, I picked up the Neverboard Giant Activity book. Mazes, puzzles, hidden pictures, dot, riddles, and crafts. They love all that stuff. And I thought this would be really cool because it looks like you have to glue stuff and cut stuff out and do puzzles and other fun things and stuff like in here too. And they really end up in stuff like this. So this is going to be for both of my younger kids because they're really into that type of stuff. Along with math and time money, stuff like that. We have time money workbooks already, but I wanted my 7-year-old to get another one because she's about to enter the second grade, and I wanted her to get one. So I'm giving her the time money for second to third grade, which she's in first grade right now, and I want her to be able to learn it before she's in second grade. So it's just the little one, and they also have other ones too, which we have all the other ones on the back. So I picked up the time and money one, and I thought that this would be really cool because it has been worked on a little bit, but just to kind of help her with her time and money, thought this would be really unique to help her. So I picked her up one of those.
I ran to my husband with my computer and I said, "Look, we can do this."
Another search and find. This one is for my 8-year-old. It's an Arabic book of it, and it's super thick, and sometimes they have pages like this where it says, "Have you ticket already?" And then so like pages like this, you'll circle the things that are wrong, and then pages like this, you'll actually spot the items. And you get a good list of items, and you get the whole scene to find stuff in. So I thought that book would be really cool because each of my kids are getting some type of book like that, like a search and find. So. Going. Also, my 7-year-old I want her to kind of know the basics before she goes into second grade. So I got her the Learning Drills workbook, language arts, math, science, social studies, review for each subject area. So this is $3.99. And I thought that's and I wanted her to have now a book like this. Again, it's a lot of cutting, pasting, and other fun things in here too that she would be really into. So I picked up this huge workbook for her. Again with workbook, Spring Quest 3rd grade workbook. This is for my 7-year-old because I want something that is.
We have an emergency that just came up. Did you eat? It's weird. It would probably just be a rough 12 to 24 hours.
Easy for him, even though he is. But yeah, so might look hard, but it's actually pretty simple, and I just wanted this for him because we're really brain plus people, so I wanted to pick up one that would be suitable for his age level. Also, I got these books. These are the second grade workbooks, and I love these for my 7-year-old girl. No, my 8-year-old girl, because it's phonics, spelling, money, sight words, and subtraction. And these are big, ginormous workbooks that have lots of fun stuff in them for kids to participate in and do, and just fun stuff. So that is for my 8-year-old girl. Another one is the Summer Learning Fun Workbook, Math, Language Arts, Social Studies, and Science. I wanted to get this one again for my 8-year-old girl because it's a nice workbook that she can easily do by herself during the summer or in school or whatever, because we homeschool. So again, to kind of help her out with the learning basics. And then the book of addition, my 7-year-old boy is still trying to learn addition, while my 8-year-old has a lot of grasp on it. So I'm giving this to my 7-year-old boy, but also I'm pretty sure my 8-year-old will help him with it. But it's mainly going to be for my 7-year-old boy. Second grade workbook. This is going to be for my 7-year-old boy. And then again, I love the school zone books for workbooks, so yeah. And he is 7, so that's perfect. And also, my 8-year-old has the exact same workbook that she already has. So yeah, because for 7 to 8-year-olds, so they both have that workbook. This is the Brain Quest workbook, and this is for kindergarten. This is for my 8-year-old, even though she knows a lot of the basics. I just want her to kind of learn some more basics and stuff. Now, yes, this has been done a little bit, but I thought that these workbooks would be really nice for her. So I picked up, for her. So I picked up one. Also, they really like the Are You Smarter Than books. They have a couple already, so I picked up the Are You Smarter Than a 5th grader for $3. It's very nice, and it's a really nice book because some of the stuff we have learned already, and it kind of tells you like what grade they kind of like learn that in, or like what grade it's kind of so for. So like true or false. The names of how many United States begin with the letter O, and then it will tell you the grade questions. So kind of like the grade level for that. And all my younger kids love to do this because they are challenging their mind, even though it might be for a lower or upper grade in their level. I just thought that this book would be really cool, and they have tons of other ones. So I picked up this for both of my younger kids to kind of challenge their brain. Speaking of challenging their brain, I wanted a fun workbook for my I wanted a fun workbook that was easy and simple for my 8-year-old. So I picked her up in our workbook. This is for 3rd grade. Again, not her grade level yet, but just wants something fun for her to do, and it just has tons of fun activities, cutting activities that I said they're interested in, mazes and other fun things like that, and crosswords. So they're really into all that fun stuff. Even though the crosswords, sometimes I have to help them with because they need help with crosswords a lot unless it's geared towards their age range. So there's that. Also, we have the practice math, which is going to be for my 7-year-old. My 8-year-old. Just like my 7-year-old is getting this workbook for addition, I wanted my 8-year-old to have a workbook kind of similar to that. So I picked up this one. It's grade 1, and it's just a really nice workbook of addition. Even though she doesn't know addition, I want her to learn some more basics. And again, with the time and money and counting and there's a lot of like lessons in here, so we can do a lesson a day or whatever. This has been worked on a lot, probably by my kids or also by their friends. And this is a very nice workbook. and we just do a page a day probably for each kid, and I'll just tear a page out. And they also have them for different subjects and grades too. So they have the third grades. We have all the other ones in the series. So they have third grade spelling, second grade language arts, eighth grade writing, third grade reading, fourth grade world study and phonics, eighth grade test prep, which I think might be for the teacher, probably not, I don't know, maybe for the student. Grade 6 geography world, and grade 7 which is math. And we have all of them. And this one just teaches fact, families, adding and subtracting through 18, estimating weight and volume, time and money, and identifying shapes. So I wanted one for my 8-year-old, just like my 7-year-old is going to be getting one similar. I wanted a similar one for my 8-year-old. Along with the workbooks from School Zone, I wanted some more, so I picked up the big math workbook, 1 to 2nd grade, and this is ages 6 through 8. And again, this is going to be for my 8-year-old girl. They also have a kindergarten or 1st grade workbook that they've already demolished. It's halfway gone, so I wanted to kind of put their learning on more School Zone workbooks. And then along with more School Zone, we have big 1st grade workbook, and this is 6th to 7th grade. Well, no, 6th to 7th in ages. And yeah. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention that this one has additional instruction, word problems, time, money, and fractions, and more. So that's what this one has in it. And then for this one, it has time, money, and fractions, phonics and spelling, basic math, reading, comprehension, vocabulary, and more. So I just thought that this one would be perfect for my 8-year-old, which I know she's 8 and not kindergarten or whatever, but still I like to do grade workbooks that are up their level or at their level or past their level. Also, another one is the Essentials Skills and Practice workbook. This one has a lot of cutting and pasting involved, and other ones too, so I thought that this would be perfect. It's 1st grade. This one just has language arts, science, and social studies. Thought this book would be perfect for my 8-year-old. And I love how it has the little chipmunk, not chipmunk, the squirrel or whatever on it. And also we have problem solving for grades 2. This has been worked on quite a little bit, but I thought that this book would be really nice for my 8-year-old and maybe my 7-year-old to kind of to work on together. It is 2nd grade, so yeah. Also, whenever I say that workbook is dedicated to my 7 or 8-year-old, also keep in mind that they're going to be sharing the workbook. So even though it might be mainly that kid's workbook, they're going to be sharing these workbooks. Also, we have the grades 3 workbook. This is language arts, math, science, social studies review for each subject area. It's again big. It's a nice workbook, and it has a lot of different things in it for my kids to do. So we are homeschool, so families, so we do this type of stuff all the time, and I thought that this book would be perfect for it. And I wanted a nice 3rd grade workbook that's not too harsh on them, so I thought that one would be perfect for them. Along with that, we also have other ones. So we have this book, which is pretty big. It's the World Encyclopedia of Cats. Like I said, my 2 girls are obsessed with cats. This is just a nice, huge book of just cats. Pictures, writing, everything. This is going to be for my 18-year-old because she's really into cats, like I said. Well, my girls are both into really any animal. I mean, not saying that my younger kids aren't, but my 2 girls are really into animals. Also, the cat. It's for my 18-year-old because it has a lot of words and pictures, and I thought that she would enjoy this book a lot.
He is attacked by Ebola. Benny's x-rays reveal the full extent of his injuries. Holy cow. And lead in the other leg, too. See that? That hurts, too.
Also, 1,000 Things to Eat. We like to reference this book with other states and countries that we've been to. It just has tons of different pictures and stuff and like that for my this is probably gonna be a shared gift for all my kids because they love to look at all this stuff. Might be for my teenagers, might be for my younger ones, might be shared. I don't know yet, but just has tons of different things. And then if it's like from like a different country, it will tell you. So, for example, let's see. Like pork pie. I haven't heard of that, and it says below it's from the United Kingdom. So it kind of gives you a reference if it's not in the U.S. or somewhere else. It's probably from the UK. So, bought this book. I think they're gonna adore it and love it to heart's content.
This light's gonna come off. What about this one? The original goes off. Can we fix that?
Also, book that my kids are obsessed with. My 2 younger ones are obsessed with Lego, and my 16-year-old boy has this too. And this is just it's a huge book of Lego. Huge book of just Lego, and I know that my kids are gonna adore this because it has so much Lego in it. Pictures, and it tells you how much time it's spent, where they're from, stuff like that. They just love to look at these pictures because my boys are massive Lego builders, and even my girls too. So I picked up that for them to look at some fun creation stuff.
No problem.
But with that right leg, you can't.
No.
Along with how people live, I thought that this book would be cool for my younger kids when we're doing our history/geography lesson. It's pretty thick, and I know that they're gonna enjoy this a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. People don't think at all the repercussions of their actions.
Call the police. This is animal cruelty. You don't shoot animals just because there are animals running through your yard. Okay?
Thank you. Unfortunately, that's part of life, that not everybody has the same respect for other people's cats, and it's heartbreaking because I have to go home and tell my kids that now.
So sorry. Encyclopedia of Dog Breeds. This is a really nice book. It's pretty thick, like I said. This is gonna be for my 17-year-old. And I like how it has just an at a glance thing on the pages. It's pretty heavy, pretty thick. I know my 18-year-old is gonna really enjoy the Dog Breeds book because she's getting a lot of the other because she's getting a lot of the other animal books too, besides my 8-year-old. March of the Penguins is also a movie, and I thought that my 18-year-old would really enjoy this book. It's really thick, pretty nice, and I love the pictures in this book.
Yeah, he don't like me. Normally if I come out here, he always makes sure he finds me. Get out of the way, Phil. Easy, buddy.
Along with Search and Find, this is going to be for my 8-year-old. This is the Christmas fun. I'm probably going to save this one till Christmas because it is Christmas related. And I might do a page a day until like a countdown until Christmas, or maybe like a couple pages a day for my younger kids for countdown until Christmas for my 8-year-old. It's a pretty nice book. Has things to spot, and then the whole scene. It's all Christmas themed, so perfect for my younger kids. And I thought that this book would be perfect to do a countdown to Christmas, but without the chocolate, or Advent calendar or whatever. But we will be doing Advent calendar tradition. Also for my older kids, they're both really into the human body books. So I picked up the How It Works book of the human body, and it's 2 of them for both of my teenagers. So I have this one, and they're really into facts and science and stuff like that. So these are very nice books with tons of information inside of them that we all love and enjoy. And my 18-year-old really enjoys hers. So actually, they're going to be given to both of my girls. Well, my 18-year-old, because she loves these ones, and I want her to have some more. So now that I think, yeah. So it has amazing facts and trivia in it. So 117 plus pages of amazing facts and trivia. So there you go. And then along with the other ones.
Feel good about it. Glad you got it out of there.
Jeffrey for my younger kids.
One cow is on the mend, but another is in a desperate situation.
Technology, which they're really into. This is for my 18-year-old because she's really into the eyewitness books, like the travel guides that I just showed you by DK. And she's really into technology, and she's actually taking a technology class. So I thought that she would really enjoy the book of technology, because there's so many pictures and just like all stuff that she can actually grasp and understand.
After a long day of streaming, I like to unwind with a good stream. After all,
So,
you get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus for only $13.99 a month. Of course, it would be impossible to stream everything on one. The man can try.
so perfect book for her, perfect illustration. And then they also have the Titanic, Van Gogh, and Light, which my 18-year-old also has, and she wanted the technology one to go with her collection, so I picked her up that one. My younger kids, they used to use journeys in school, so I picked up this book for their reading comprehension. Just a very nice book because it comes with, let me turn you guys around. Turn you guys around. So it comes with all the stuff. You get quite a few books or stories to read, and you get before each story you get the thing of words to know. And then you get a background to kind of read about, and then you get the story. You get it gives you the illustrator and the author, and then it gives you the essential question, and then the main selection, and then you just can read the story. And then you stop and think during each section, not each section, but each story. It has a little thing like that, and the illustrations are really nice. This is for my younger kids, for reading comprehension, and I thought that they would really enjoy this because they used to do this in school, so I thought that this book would be really nice to grasp that. And it says your turn, and it's just, you can plant care tips, and it says write a note with, blah, blah, and then this is the problem solved, so, yeah, and then you just have, it comes from trees, so then you can kind of read about this, like what comes from trees, so like, for example, houses, floors, doors, and window frames are made from wood. Posters made from wood. Well, the paper of those things is made from wood. Toothpaste and gum are made from trees. Would you believe it's true? And then you just have the from what cord of wood. Amazing. Those things. Well, it's what's made from trees actually. And then you get more of this grammar stuff. Just read, and then you get tons of stories. So yeah, basically it's just your regular old stuff, and then you get to learn about this, essential questions, and then I like how it has animals, which my 8-year-old's going to really be attracted to, and it just has tons of things like that. And basically this book is all about that. You get stories, you get little things like that, and then you get essential questions. So I thought that this book would be a perfect fit for my 8-year-old and my 8-year-old and also my 7-year-old. Better Homes and Gardens book. Thought this would be really cool. Since we're on a budget this year for Christmas, we've never actually done homemade crafts, but I thought that this would be really cool. It gives you what you're gonna need. It tells you how to make it. Just kind of like budget-friendly crafts in case you're on a budget. And this is a very nice book. So in case you have your relatives that you want to give gifts to. Pretty pastry trees. So that one looks pretty cool. It gives you how to make it. We don't need. And then it tells you the total cost. So pasta, skewer, and so for example, pasta costs $3.65. A skewer is 15 cents. Pasta cone is $1.99. paints are $4.20, and then it gives you the total. So each craft will tell you not only the things you need, how much each item costs, and the total that you're spending. So it's pretty simple, and it's really budget friendly. So picked up that book for my teenagers to use.
Okay. You're gonna need to get this cleaned up.
Along with that, more Ben Severe books. We have The Help Around the House, which my younger kids need to learn about chores. So I thought that this book would be a perfect book to grasp.
It just gets worse over time. So I'm gonna have you kind of help push towards me once I start making some progress.
Hi, Ozzy.
We did a uterine
Where'd this go?
that can get infected and it can
Where'd this go? No, Hoss. No.
Keep going.
Okay.
First one in several years.
Okay.
What do you do? When you put it up.
He's in my room.
with a whole bunch of edema and fluids and blood, and it makes it really hard to get pushed back in for the mom.
And then go gaming for my younger kids to just download some games if they want to, or my older kids, and to have fun, share, play games, stuff like that.
Her uterus weighs, I don't even know how many pounds. It's taking me.
Washington Doodles is a really nice, fun one. My younger kids love to doodle, and thought that a doodling book would be really fun for them to doodle in because they love to doodle. So why not? Why not?
All fluid right there. And once we make any progress, she's pushing it right back out. It's slipping out.
Oh my God, sorry about that.
Do you have any sugar at all? By chance? It kind of draws out all of the fluid that's in here.
Hello and Sage, it's a very nice book. I love how it's laid out. It's about dogs. So got that from my 18-year-old. Shake Cats is for my 17-year-old because it's really nice in there. Tons of different cat pictures in there, and she'll probably share it with my 8-year-old because she's obsessed with cats too. Science Station is a very nice book. It's a student handbook, but it's just very nice to kind of grasp the insides of science. So pack that up for my 8-year-old and probably my younger kids too. And it can also be a reference for my older kids. And then to go along with that, you have the Dog Decoder, which I thought my 18-year-old would really enjoy and probably share it with my she'll probably share it with my 8-year-old too. These signs, my Darwin more of my 18-year-old, so I got her this one right here from Dollar Tree. Also, the Walt Disney World 2015 book for my 18-year-old.
Some antibiotics just to make sure that we keep her infection out of there.
My kids are really in, my younger kid, I wanted a good math book for them, and I perfectly found a good math workbook.
I need her to get up so that the baby can nurse. I know you're tired.
Along with that, really, more animal books. There's 125 true stories of amazing pets, and picked this up for my 18-year-old. But actually my 8-year-old. But I'm pretty sure my 18-year-old would also come on in and enjoy it as well.
Then half hour to an hour.
She's a young cow. She's only her second calf, so I'm gonna go try later tonight again.
I'm hoping that once we're gone.
The books to grow by my
Excited that
my 18-year-old had when she was younger, and I wanted to give it to my 8-year-old girl.
She'll get up.
The Total Cat Manual, again, because it's cats related, and it's very cool. And I thought that my 18-year-old would actually really enjoy this book as well.
How'd it go?
It went good. Here, I got some pictures for you.
Oh, good. Back from an ultrasound. Charles has a new sonogram to show his parents.
This book right here, they love crafts. My 18-year-old does, so when I brought to get her a craft book.
That is the nose, and those are the lips. Oh, this is the mouth. Wait a minute. This is the body. Oh, you're right. You're had it reading ultrasound. Ultrasound will have to read. It touches his face a lot. Is it a boy that is growing its beard already and scratching it? We know what it is. We actually found out.
Yeah, I knew you would find
The Nursery Rhymes book for my 8-year-old because she's really into the nursery rhymes. And I want to get her one that she'll love. Her friend gave that to her and was putting it away till Halloween. This anime book which my 18-year-old is really into anime, and which I think she'll actually really love. Comes with these little pages to doodle or color in, and then also a little CD. So that should have her in moments because she loves anything anime. So perfect for her. Plus, these ultimate books are really fun. My 18-year-old has been wanting a few, so she wanted the history activities for History Grid's Brains book. And then along with that one, she also wanted the other two in the series, which is word searches and travel activities for kids, which she actually did not request. Thought she requested it, but it's actually going to be for my my 8-year-old and my 8-year-old, and also for my 7-year-old. And then this one is the Brain Blender for Activity book. So I wanted to pick up those.
It's lunchtime at Toll Veterinary Services.
This cat's book that I thought that my kids would really enjoy, or even my 18-year-old. My 18-year-old.
Are taking their break back at the lake house.
Now, I'm not going to pick it up, but this is going to be for my 18-year-old. It's the Children's Dictionary, which so since my younger kids are getting that dictionary right there, I want my 18-year-old and 16-year-old to have one, so I'm picking up that one for them. Along with that one, Giving Tree book for my 18-year-old, because she always has loved the book.
No kisses. You can tell she's not afraid of anything or anybody.
This book's really nice because it is a book that also has different DIYs to do with your animals. I thought my 18-year-old would also really enjoy. And to go along with that, there's also the Stranger in the Woods, which has really nice cool animals. I'm probably gonna give this one to my 8-year-old during Christmas time because it's like Christmas themed. Hoss!
Buddy Butterfly, he's a rescue horse. I don't really know much of his backstory except we got him from some people that weren't really taking care of him.
And then also,
I have had him for 2 weeks now, and he has a very calm, loving personality.
So what happened here? Talk to me.
we have this bag
Just wanted to get him checked
of
out.
stuff.
We were told he was for
Probably has nothing inside of it, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I think they're like, what 12, 13.
Okay.
Oh, it just has some slime stuff because my kids are really obsessed with slime and stuff. So I picked up this bag of slime stuff and I just put them in the bag.
It's a staph infection underneath
A dinosaur activity book. Thought my my 2 boys would actually really enjoy that. So that is for my 7 and my 16-year-old. Just for girls, coloring book with stickers. Thought my 8-year-old would enjoy this coloring book a lot. To go along with that, the Old West coloring book. Thought my 18-year-old and my 16-year-old, or maybe my 18-year-old would just enjoy that book, that coloring book. To go along with that, we have some coloring books, coloring and activity book, Dr. Seuss, which is for my 8-year-old. Hello Kitty word finds for my 8-year-old. Dr. McStuffins word search for my 8-year-old. And then there's also this giant print find a word book for my 18-year-old.
every 3 weeks.
To go along with that, they are this stationery set that has a journal, spiral notebook, ball pen, and document box. And I thought my 18-year-old would actually really get a kick out of that. And to go along with all that, she's really into anything that has to be like cross stitch. My 18-year-old is to do with her hands. So I picked up her this needle felting kit. Not really. I don't know if you guys can cancel this cross stitch, but does not have a needle. But she has tons of needles herself, so thought that she would like this one. And it's just like in owl print, and then also this Christmas cheer cross stitch stocking kit to make a stocking. So I thought that one would be really cool. And again, it doesn't have this actually comes with a little needle, and this one comes I don't think it comes with a needle. It just comes with the print and the thread and stuff like that. Which I can also use this exact same threading needle for this one, I think. I'm not exactly sure if they're the exact same thing. This one's cross stitch. This one's needle felting / embroidery. So this one I think I might use to make a stocking. I'm not entirely sure. Actually not me, her, but I think that my 18-year-old's gonna love these things. She has some more ones and she requested more. So I picked her up these other two. And she's really into these.